Let's go through question 5 now. We want to find out the inflection points. So, inflection points. What are we dealing with when we solve inflection points? We're dealing with the second order derivative. So, we must find out the second order derivative and see where it changes the signs. So, first step, let's find the first order derivatives. That would be e to the power of x cubed derivative. Now we have e to a power of an expression of x, so we'll use the chain rule. That's e to the power of x to the power of 3 times x to the power of 3 derivative. So that's e to the power of x cubed times 3x squared. That's just the first order derivative. Let's do the second order derivative now. That's going to be e to the power of x cubed times 3x squared derivative. And now we can use the product rule. So we have e to the power of x cubed derivative times 3x squared plus e to the power of x cubed times 3x squared derivative. What is e to the power of x cubed derivative? We just found that's e to the power of x cubed times 3x squared, because it's the same result as we had over here, times another 3x squared plus e to the power of x cubed times 3 times x squared derivative, that's just 3 times 2x, so that's 6x. Okay, let's see where we're going. That's equal to e to the power of x cubed times 3 times 3, that's 9, x squared times x squared, that's x to the power of 4, plus e to the power of x cubed times 6x. Okay, what common term do we have here? We have e to the power of x cubed. So we have e to the power of x cubed as a common term. Let's take it as a common factor. But then we also have here 6x, 9x to the power of 4. We can take 3x as a common factor, and we're left inside with 1 times 3x cubed, so 3x cubed from there, plus 1 times 2, because 3x times 2 will give us 6x. And that's it, that's our second order derivative. Now we must find out where the second order derivative is equal to 0, so let's do it. Second order derivative equals to 0, meaning that ex cubed times 3x times 3x cubed plus 2x equals to 0. Now let's have a look here. E to any power is going to be a positive value because e is a number, that's 2.14, and a lot of digits after that. But that number to any power is going to be positive, so this cannot be 0. The only option that we have left for this multiplication to be 0 is either 3x equals to 0 or this thing over here, 3x cubed plus 2x equals to 0. Which means from the first term we have either x is 0, and from the second term, I'm sorry, I had a mistake here, it's not 2x, it's just 2, because 3x times 2 will give us 6x that we had in the beginning. I'm sorry about that. So 3x cubed plus 2 equals to 0, which means that 3x cubed equals to minus 2, because we take 2 to the other side. So we have either x is 0 or x cubed equals to minus 2 over 3, which means that either x is 0 or x equals to the third root of minus 2 over 3. And that's our possible inflection points. That's where the second derivative equals to 0, and we must check if it changes signs to the left and to the right of these values, and we'll do so in the next video.